Original, puffin' up. Enter the radar. Now you they mash up the place. Enter the radar. Girl, you are what's in me brain. The only special one for me.
Hey, hey, girl, that body, it's ready, it's godly, it's deadly. I'm fly, you fancy, I'm handsome, you sexy. So what's up?
Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna be showing you guys how I got this everyday, just simple but still glam makeup look. So if you guys haven't checked out my last video of my Q&A, go ahead and check that out. I'll link it down below. Yeah, if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. Hi guys. Okay, so first I'm gonna start by plucking my brows. I like to pluck my brows every time before I start any kind of makeup look because just cleaning them up honestly really makes a big difference with the canvas. So then I'm gonna go in, I just brush them up, and then I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline concealer. There comes my little one. Hi! What happened, my love? What do you want, my love? No. Okay, I'm coming, okay? Okay, so I'm just continuing to carve out my brows and brushing them down. I like to just try to make a straight line under my brow hairs. You can carve it at any angle that your natural brows grow, but this is just how I like to do it, more of a straight brow. So you can see I'm just blending it, then I go to the other brow, and I like to blend out the concealer under it as I go along, just because it helps me see it a little bit more clear. So now I'm going in with that same concealer in the shade Light, and I use this as my eyeshadow primer. So I'm just blending it out with a Real Techniques blending brush. I also haven't carved the top of my brows because I wait until after to do that. So now I'm just going in with my Kylie palette, and this is just the Bare shade. I like to set my concealer primer with that. Just jamming out. Now I'm going in with the light orange shade in that palette. I'm gonna name in the description the shades that I use just because I don't have that palette on me right now. But yes, so I'm just going in with the crease. This is just a large Morphe blending brush. I've had it for a long time. I believe it might be the M511, but again, I'm gonna actually do a separate video on my favorite brushes coming soon. So now I go in with my Hoola bronzer. Since this is my everyday look, I like to go in with just a lot of neutrals, nothing too crazy. I'm gonna be coming out with videos with some dramatic, beautiful, colorful looks, but in this case, this is just what I do on more of an everyday basis. So now I go in with that same shade in the Kylie palette that's just like a nice bare nude color, and I put that on my lid. And now I'm going ahead and highlighting my brow bone and also the inner corner of my eyes. My knee just jamming out. So the highlight that I'm using for my brow bone and inner corner is by Wet n Wild. It's the same one that I'm going to be using on my cheekbone, so you'll see when I get to that part. So now I'm actually going in and filling in my brows and singing to my boo. But I'm going in with my Milani brow pomade. Singing again, singing my heart out at her, period. Okay, so now I'm carving the top of the brows after I fill in the bottom. So I go ahead and once I fill in the bottom, I just slowly follow along the line of the concealer. It's made my life so much easier. My brow routine is so much easier. I'm gonna come out with a video solely on my brow routine for all my ladies that have had trouble with that, because I know that was me at one point. So it's the same with the top. I like to carve it straight, more of a straight brow. You can arch your brow a little more if you want, a little less, but this is just how I've perfected my brows. And now I'm going in and blending it with my Real Techniques brush. Now I am actually starting on my liner. I'm using my NYX liquid liner. I first start out by drawing a line, just connecting from the end of my eye to the end of my eyebrow, and then I just slowly fill it in. You could fill it in as thick as you want. I kind of go for a mid-size liner, just kind of depends what kind of liner day wants to be. So then I go in with a concealer brush, usually the same one that I use for my brows, just to really sharpen the end of my liner. And you can see again, I'm just making a line straight to my brow and then connect it to the inside. I'm going to do a whole other video solely on my eyeliner as well, just like the brows, because it took me a long time to master it, and I really want to tell you guys in detail how I get it so sharp. So again, with the concealer brush, and then you do your happy dance when they're both coming out perfect. Now I'm going in with my waterproof mascara, and now I actually am starting on my foundation already. This is the Maybelline Fit Me in shade 128. The sponge that I'm using to blend that out is by Milani. It's the one that comes in a 2-pack, I believe. First, I like to brush on the foundation with just a regular foundation brush, and then I go in and I blend it out. And now, while the foundation is setting into my skin a bit, I just put some Duo Lash Glue, the one in the green box, on my lashes. And a little tip of mine that has helped me so much recently is putting a bit of lash glue onto my eyelids, as you can see. Just a thin line, and that helps the lashes stay on so much longer, and they are not going to be moving anywhere. And now I use my good little tool. I believe I got this from Lash Castle, or one of the lash brands that I buy from often, and it just comes in handy, and I love it so much to apply them. And I use the other side to really press them onto my eyelids. I then go in with my fingers just to really kind of press it in, and I make sure that they're both even. Now I'm going in with my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in shade Light. And I'm just putting that under my eyes, a bit on my chin. And sometimes I do put it directly on my nose and my forehead, but in this case, when it's just my everyday routine, I use the excess on my nose and I use the excess on my forehead, just so I don't go too heavy. So just make sure you're looking up as you're blending, and before you put your powder on, always blend it and stay looking up, just so that it sets nicely and doesn't crease on you. So now I'm going in with my Laura Mercier powder, translucent, and I'm setting under my eyes, on my nose, my chin, anywhere where my pores are a little bit more visible. And then I'm going to go ahead and set my entire face with my LA Girl powder in creamy beige. And I also go in with my dry beauty sponge. This one is by Real Techniques. And I just apply that on my problematic areas just for a little bit of extra coverage. And now I'm going in with my Hoola bronzer by Benefit. I'm just going to bronze up my cheekbones, the sides of my nose, a little bit of my forehead. And now I go in with some of another bronzer by MAC. It's called Give Me Sun. By far one of my favorites, but I'm running out, so I need to get a new one. And now I go in with a Maybelline Fit Me face powder, just in a light color. I believe this one's shade 110. And I just like that to really define under my contour I just did, and the sides of my nose to slim my nose down a bit. This also helps keep my oils under control because I do have more oily skin. And this is just a little Techniques brush that I use to blend it all out. And then I spray with my rose water spray. Right before I put on my highlight, I like to spray the spray just to really get that bright look. First I put my Artist Couture highlight in Illuminati, and then I go in with my Wet n Wild highlighter. And that's the same one that I use on my brow bone and my inner corners. Now I'm going in with my favorite blush by Milani called Luminoso. And now I'm lining my lips. I got this brown nude color for about $1 at one of my local beauty supply stores. And I'm just gonna overline a little bit just to even out my lips and then the bottom. And then I go in with a little bit of a darker brown just to really enhance my lips. And here I just am blabbing away. And singing, dancing. Okay, so now I'm going in with my Fenty gloss, by far my favorite gloss ever. And then just a little bit more mascara to really blend my lashes with my falsies. Then I'm going in with just a little bit of the leftover orange shade as well as the bronzer on my lower lash line. And I'm just going to put a little bit of mascara on my lower lashes to open up my eyes a bit. I don't ever stop dancing and singing. I'm blowing kisses. And same period. So now I am all done. Actually, I just gotta blend in my lashes one more time with this amazing tool that I love so much. It's specifically to blend. It doesn't really curl your lashes, but it just blends in the lashes with your falsies. Then I spray one more time the rose water spray. And I always forget to put the brow gel, but here I am and I remember, thank God. And that is the final look, my loves. Thank you so much for watching. Ooh, hey, get it. That's the final look. Thank you guys for watching. Also, thank you for all the love and support on my last video. I appreciate it with all of my heart. And again, may God always continue to bless every single one of you. Stay tuned for my next video. Bye. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and turn your post notifications on so that you can get notified when I upload my next video.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, hey. Girl, that body, it's ready. It's godly, it's deadly. I'm fly, you fancy. I'm handsome, you sexy. So what's up? Hey. I'ma keep it simple with you, I'ma keep it a buck. What's up? Ain't gotta sugarcoat it, baby, I can get to know you later. What's up? Hey, cause that body, it's ready. I'm fly,